Hey everybody, I'm back. It's me, Joyia, with Joyia Jewelry. In January, I chose my word for the year, which was joy, and then I was diagnosed with cancer. And the last time that you saw me on video here, I was talking about what do the words joy and cancer have in common, and how I was headed to Virginia for surgery and all of the things. Now I'm 5 weeks post-surgery, and I'm here to talk just about that. Joy and cancer, and how I'm doing and how our family and our business is doing. I am showered and I'm out of my pajamas for you, so that is a thumbs up. I've been home 5 days now, and I want to talk to you first about the joy piece. You know, the outpouring of love and affection has been tremendous, and I am so grateful. I have certainly been riding on the superhero capes of all of you. Today is International Women's Day. We have free shipping going on, so definitely jump on that. But you know, there are so many famous women that we look up to, but there are also all of you, the women next door, the best friend down the street, who are superheroes as well. And you have been my superheroes over the last 5 months. Not just women, but men as well. We've had so much love and support. There's a quote from Maya Angelou that reads like this: people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. People will never forget how you made them feel. And that is so true. I will never forget how you have made me feel during this time. You know, it's amazing the impact that you have when you meet someone, and you never really know what that impact might be. And I have learned that over the last 5 weeks for sure. I have been showered with love. This quote comes from a curated box of soup from my girlfriend's sister, Teryl, who I've actually never met. I had a friend bring me a cake with my word joy on it. I've been on prayer lists all over the world, including Buddhist monks. My friend's stepmom let us use her home for a month while she was in Florida for my post-surgery. Just the most amazing messages and texts, and you've got this, and you're a fighter, and you can do this, and I love you, and I'm here for you, and all the things. I am so very grateful for it. The gifts, the flowers, the balloons, all of it. Two of my best friends, Chelsea and Kelly, started a Gofundme page, which I'll put the link in, so if that is your jam, you're welcome to donate to it. At first, when the girls asked me to do a Gofundme page, I said no, because asking for money feels very uncomfortable. And then Chelsea looked around the house at the 6 flower arrangements on the tables and said, listen, people love you and they want to help. So you're either going to get a whole bunch more floral arrangements, or we can really help you with your plane tickets and your medical costs and your stay in Virginia and those kinds of things, because I can't get the care I need here in St. Croix. So I agreed to it. The girls put together a gorgeous GoFundMe page. There are pictures, and the video that I put out in January is at the end. Please feel free to check it out. Donate if you're so inclined. If not, just put your prayers and good wishes into the universe. Purchase feel good jewelry with the free shipping that's happening now. All of those things. As I was looking through the GoFundMe the other day, I saw a student of mine that I taught 20 years ago, who was using her own money now as an adult to donate to my GoFundMe page. And I thought, wow, you just never know the impact that you have on someone's life, and then how they will turn around and impact you. It's been incredible, the outpouring of love, and I am so very grateful, and I will never forget how you made me feel. On to the cancer part and how I'm doing there. The surgery went very well. My surgeon is amazing. She is a superhero in her own right. She is the only female in a group of 4 doctors. She has a 2-year-old and was 8 months pregnant doing surgery on me, and she's a total badass. I even gave her a pair of socks as a gift that pretty much said so. She removed a section of my tongue where the cancer tumor was. It was about 2 millimeters by 1 millimeter deep, or 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter deep, and the major nerve of the tongue. Therefore, I don't have a ton of feeling on that side. It's also kind of tethered on this left-hand side as well. If you knew me in my 20s, you would know that my best party trick was that I could tie a cherry stem with my tongue. No hands. That ship has sailed, friends. I hope you got to see me do it when I was in my 20s, because it's never happening again. I can't even lick my lips. That's all I got. And only on that side. I think some of these things will improve over time. I'm only 5 weeks out. But it's definitely been a learning experience for me. I have had a lot of bone broth and a lot of soup. Good news there is I'm back in my party pants too. my party size. She also removed 38 or 39 lymph nodes from the left side of my neck. I'm sporting this very snazzy 3-inch scar here, but she put it in one of these old lady neck wrinkles, so eventually you probably won't even be able to see it. They biopsied all of those lymph nodes, and it turns out that the cancer did travel from my tongue to one of the lymph nodes, but that has been removed. And the other side effect that I didn't expect was the fact that the left-hand side of my face is kind of frozen, so I look like a side talker. She said that that will come back in time as all of these nerves start to wake up. This is all sore and, doesn't move as well as this side. Great news for me is that we're all having to wear masks, so if I wear my mask, you kind of can't even tell that I'm such a side talker. At least I don't sound like Elmer Fudd, which is how I sounded in the first 2 weeks. And because the cancer spread to a lymph node, that upped it from stage 2 to stage 3, which means I get to be a radiation candidate. I didn't think that that was going to happen, and that really threw me for a loop, because that means I need to go back to Virginia. So I'm home for 2 weeks, and I will get Achille settled back in school, and Carla is already back in the workshop making jewelry, and I'm working from home and in the store a little bit once I can get up enough energy to get there. And then I fly back to Virginia in 2 weeks to start radiation, which looks like 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week for 6 weeks, which is 30 sessions. By the end of it, the mouth sores that I'll have from radiating the tongue and both sides of my neck will cause me to be back on a liquid diet. Woo, super fun. Pretty sure bone broth is not anybody's favorite food. But what the radiation will do is get my numbers from a 30% reoccurrence rate down to a 10% reoccurrence rate, which means I get to live a bigger, longer, fuller life. And that is what is necessary and what I want. So I'm in great hands up there. And I will be available to all of you on social media and working on healing myself and sharing the lessons that I'm learning. I'll even add a picture in here of the radiation mask they created. I look like Mike Myers. It actually clips down to the radiation machine that I'm in so that I can't move during radiation, because where they send it is super concentrated. And then for the next 5 years, I'll travel back to Virginia to have checkups, physical exams for every 2 months for the first 2 years, and then every 6 months up to 5 years. So, hashtag cancer stinks. That being said, the transition home has been more difficult than what I expected, because I have expectations for myself here. In Virginia, I could visit with my friends and take naps, and here, I have all my hats on, and I want to be at the store and taking Achille to school and doing all of those things, and it's been hard to do. I also wasn't prepared for the brain fog that would happen after anesthesia and surgery, and the energy it takes for your body to heal. It takes it away from your brain. So the brain fog has been really hard for me. So if I call you by the wrong name or say something incredibly stupid, I apologize. The other day I was struggling, and I reached out to a friend of mine. Our husbands had the kids together doing a play date. And she sent me this beautiful text message that said, and I have to read it because I certainly won't remember with the brain fog. I'm so incredibly glad that you're back, and so proud of this gracious superhero fighter that you are. You have always been a champion in my eyes, and you continue not to disappoint me. My response to her was, oh girl, if you had seen me crying and drugging myself to sleep the last 2 days, you would not be picturing a superhero. But hey, cancer sucks. And then she sent a message back that said, yes, it does. Or yes, it is. And that's what makes you a superhero. The ability to talk about your vulnerabilities, triumphs, and failures, and to do it with grace and humility. And that, my dear, is you. Drugged up or sober, supermom, small business owner, either way, you rock. Those were words I needed to hear in a really tough time. And I'm sharing them with you because I know that you all have been through tough times too, whether it be the loss of a loved one or cancer or a stroke or any kind of major surgery. It's hard to bounce back, and it's hard to put your warrior face on every day. And I just want you to know that you are a superhero too. And thank you for letting me ride the tails of your superhero cape over the last 5 weeks. And thank you for lifting me up and being here for me. And I promise to continue to be here for you too. And to keep you updated on all the things that we have going on. The store is beautiful and up and running, and jewels are being made. And I am just a FaceTime and a phone call away. I love you all so much. And thank you from the deepest, gushiest, squishiest part of my heart.